So imagine a video switcher that can bring in 5 different sources: SDI, HDMI, but also PTZ camera control, a T-bar for transitions, picture-in-picture, 8 programmable scenes, custom logos, chroma key, touchscreen. You can stream simultaneously to up to 5 platforms. And yes, I could go on, but instead I'll say check out the RGB Link Mini ISO, a switcher designed for small events, whether it's corporate, school, churches, or even in your home studio if you're doing live streams or on the go. So let's dive into this so I can show you how this works and some of the cool features.
Mr. Black.
And by the way, welcome to the channel where I love to share with you cool gear that comes my way. If you like gadgets and gear, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that thumbs up button. RGB Link did send this to me and they're sponsoring the video so that I could play around with it, see all the features, learn how it works exactly, and then share it with you guys. And if you are interested, I'll put links to everything down in the description. But first, let's go ahead and check out and see what we get in the box. In the box, you get the switcher itself. You also get a USB-C to USB-C cable to power it up. You also get this nice high-speed USB-A cable to connect to your webcams or your computer. And you get this 1/8" splitter where you can plug this thing in and have headphones and a microphone directly to that. And of course, you get the power brick to power it up. Now, looking at the design of this thing, as you can see, you have 4 HDMI inputs, and that is a 4K input, so it can take a 4K signal, and an HDMI multi-view output. But also you have SDI inputs on the other side. And with SDI, you can have longer cables if you need to reach further away, but still gives you a stronger signal. So SDI is technically better than HDMI as far as long range. Now, these aren't additional ports, you can have one or the other. And over on this side, you have a USB-A output for webcam. You have another HDMI program out for another monitor, and you have a USB connection to record, so like flash drives, but also you can use a hub if you want to plug that in, and that can give you access to the flash drive, but also use the other part for webcam. And if you wanted to connect any USB microphones, you could plug it in right there and it would work. You have an Ethernet port, so you can plug this thing into your network, stream straight from this device, also accessing some PTZ cameras and even remotely controlling it through a web browser. And then over here you have your audio ports, which is for this splitter, so you can have a headphone and microphone connection, and also another output for more headphones. Now, looking at the switcher itself, you can see here at the bottom, you have your 4 different HDMI inputs there and your USB webcam. Down at the bottom, you have your preview, so you can see what your preview is gonna be, and then you can either just cut to that directly, or you can use the T-bar here to do the transition that you want. Over here on the side, you have your microphone volume, and you also have your headphone volume, and you can mute those if you need to. You also have your 4 different HDMI input volume knobs. So if you have any sound coming through these HDMI inputs, maybe it's a game console, maybe it's a camera, but also you can turn on audio follows video, or AFV. That just means that there will be no audio coming out of that source until you cut to that source. Above that, you have your zoom in and out, which you can use for your PTZ, but also to set up some scenes that we'll get into in a second. And then you have your streaming button, so you can live stream right there. You also have your function button. And then over here, you have a dial to kind of go through the menu if you didn't want to use the touch screen. You have your menu button here, and you have your different layers, which is A and B, which we'll get into in a second. Over here, you have your PTZ control. So if you have some on the network and you want to like move them around and zoom in and do it right there. When we go into the menu, it shows you have your input menu, so you can go into that. You can see whether you want to use the HDMI or SDI. You can set those up there. And then your 5th one, you can use the NDI decoder, or you can use that UVC webcam. You can go into audio here, and with audio you can go in and you can adjust the different mics. You can do the audio follows video and all the 4 different ports, and then also your 5th port and the extra microphones that you plug in. On output, you can go through and see the format of your output. You can get up to 1080p, 60 frames per second, which is great for most live stream platforms. You can go into stream here, and you can set up the bit rate if you're gonna go horizontal, or you can switch it to vertical, which is pretty cool. And with that Tau cloud, you can actually do up to 5 RTMP streams at separate locations, which is really cool. You can go into record here, and I'm actually recording this onto a thumb drive, and you can see it is recording right now. Over here in views, this is how you set up your different scenes. So with A and B, basically A is your first layer here, and then we add B, which can be, and you can set that to be whatever layer you want there. Now, if you want to go in and change that, you hit the function button, and then you can move that thing around on the screen. And what's cool about that is you can set up a bunch of different scenes. So if you go to views, you can have up to 8 different views, and you can go through and you can be like, okay, I like this layout right here. And you can just hold down on one of those things to save that scene. And then I can be like, view 1, right there, change it, view 2. So you can really get creative with that, add your logos, add different graphics, and then you can cut to those different views. The next part of this menu you can kind of go over a little bit, and you have your effects. So this is your different transitions. This is just a simple dissolve. You can also just do a cut. You have this effect right here. I like that one. You have this one right here. It comes off from the side. This one comes from that side, from the bottom up, and then you have like the shrinking square, all the good transitions. I like this one. And then the blinds. So those are the different effects. Then you have your chroma key. So you can set up a green screen behind you, and you can actually key out any of the green that's happening behind you. That way you can set any background you want instead of the green screen or the blue screen. You can have it blue screen, and you can even adjust the parameters of that color key. Save that as a scene as well, just to make it a lot easier. Then you have your PTZ control. This is where you can access your PTZ cameras, and you can zoom just by that if you want to, or even focus, have it on autofocus, up to 5 different PTZ cameras you can control. So that's basically the RGB Link Mini ISO. If you do want to learn a little bit more about it, check out the link in the description, because they'll give you everything you need right there. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see some other RGB Link videos I've done, you can check them out on the screen right there. They make some really good switchers out there, some bigger and some small, and this one is the smallest so far. So check out any of these on the screen, and I'll see you there.